All right, YouTube. Good afternoon. It is a beautiful Thursday afternoon here in Western New York, and I'm making a little video on my way home from work. However, before I take the drive, I want to scratch off this lotto ticket, so just in case I'm $100,000 richer, it gets caught on camera, and you can beg me for money. No, you won't be getting any. And it looks like for that terrible comment, karma has bit me in the ass. And I have won nothing. Figures. At any rate, here we go. We're going to take a little bit of a ride together and discuss a few things, talk some shit, and you're going to watch while I, against all logic, against all concerted thought for you, suck on my Mountain Dew Slurpee here. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Anyways, the media giant, the reliable and bipartisan media giant Yahoo sent me a push notification today alerting me that immigrants and migrants and so on will be taking a day off of work and school and such in opposition of the big orange meanie and his ban that's not a ban that we're going to keep saying is from 7 Muslim majority nations, even though it doesn't matter, and previous presidents have done it also. All jokes aside, that seems to be a big problem for people, so as to keep them home from work and school. Oh, look at that. My little handy-dandy rest didn't pan out the way I wanted it to. Sorry. Hopefully it stays there and you'll get to look at this beautiful, shining face for a few more moments. Anyways, yeah, as I was saying, they have taken it upon themselves to stay home from work. What? Why? These are the legal immigrants, mind you. I'm not talking about illegal aliens, which is exactly what you are if you are not a legal immigrant. There's, I don't know, for some reason, I've been saying it too, illegal immigrants. I think that the word usage, the wordage is wrong. You're either an immigrant or you're not. You're an alien. If you're not supposed to be here, you're not an illegal immigrant. You're a fucking alien. Anyways, back to the topic. Legal immigrants, those that have decided we love America. We want to live in America. You know, sure they have a fondness of their homeland also, but we love America and we want to come here for the milk and honey, aka, good job. Want to live that life, and those legal immigrants, at least a good portion of them, are boycotting work, staying home. Personally, if I was the employer of one of these people, I'd fire their ass if that was possible. I don't think that that's legally possible to fire someone just for taking a day off. I mean, especially if you call, but I'd be surely pissed because, here's my take on it. You are not one of the folks that have crossed one of our borders somehow, who the hell knows how, stuck in here for however. You've went through the process. You're an actual immigrant with maybe a work visa, maybe whatever, however that works. I'm pretty ignorant on the topic. You have your green card, I guess, whatever. You're one of these folks, and you are going to defend the actions of the comparatively few illegal aliens by skipping out of work. Now, kids, I can understand it. Kids are stupid. Always, when I was a kid, on the lookout for a reason to stay home from school. Big orange meanie? Oh, dude, I would have been home too. I'm not even going to lie. But adults, I don't get it, man. I really don't. You know, and you're disrespecting yourself. You're screwing yourself because you're not going to get paid. You're going to stay home. You know, no worky, no eat. Right? How's that go? No worky, no eaty, whatever. Fuck that, man. Yeah, I really don't see the entirety. Perhaps maybe I'm just not getting the entire picture. I can't see why that would help anything. Where does that help your cause? I don't get it. At the same time, though, I do understand the plight of some folks that have, and this is the double standard, I think. I don't know if I want to call it a double standard, because that seems a little derogatory. Maybe a double-edged sword. That sounds a little better, because I'm the one. I'm the one with the double standard. I don't know. I do understand how there are, in fact, some illegal aliens. Well, I worked on a dairy farm. There was a portion of time where I worked on a dairy farm, and the majority of the employees were Mexican. You know, hey, they're coming here making $1 and sending it back to their country and trading, you know, the exchange. It is what it is. I can understand why it's happening. It's unfortunately, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. It really is. It stinks because those guys that I worked with, they were good guys. Were they illegal? Fuck yeah. They were illegal as shit. And I, you know, a little bit of Spanish that I learned and a little bit of English that they learned, we would kibitz back and forth while working. And, you know, they're people. I have no fucking idea how they got here. They ran across the river, caught the first Greyhound in, you know, some small Texas town and got all the way the fuck up here to the Great White North. I have no idea. And not just because of a language barrier, but just out of general respect for other people's business, I didn't ask. Because, again, I don't believe in, you know, illegal immigration, this whole thing. I believe that if you are here illegally and committing crimes, doing the wrong thing in any capacity, fucking the United States citizenry or whatever it's called, you know, populace, that you shouldn't be doing that. However, like I said, even though the whole Yahoo thing with people boycotting work, I don't understand why they would do that. I do understand why there are some people here. Like, it's the land of the free and the home of the brave. It's a great place. It attracts many people. Unfortunately, it also attracts many pieces of shit. Terrible to say, you know, but even the guys that I worked with, cool guys and all, you know, it was, you know, it was a good time to laugh with them and, you know, fuck around at work. But at the same time, you got to think, hey man, listen, these guys are fucking working here. They're taking this American money and they're devaluing, they're completely diluting and fucking up the economy, technically, right? I don't know. The whole immigration thing is just, wow, what a subject that is. Apparently, though, it's very hateful to speak of it in the fashion that I do. I'm a terrible person. I had posted something on my Facebook page, and I came under direct and very heavy fire. Hateful bigot. How dare you? And honestly, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. it is what it is. It's one of those things. Listen, I'm sorry, but the fucking law says that you have to be an American citizen. You know, that's just what it is. I don't see anything from the wall, the proposed wall, to actually deporting people as, you know, terrible. Basically, this was just a little bit of a video to vent some of this, because I don't think anybody's really right. I didn't have an exact agenda with this, and I don't really know where it's going. But basically, I just wanted to air out a little bit of this because it's a big topic, and I think it touches a lot of people. But I also, in the, I guess, the aspect of self-identification, I'm still trying to figure out who I am, where I stand. And I'm sure there are plenty of you out there that are going, oh, I know who you are. You're a piece of shit. That's who you are. I know where you stand on the right, the alt-right, whatever. I don't know what it's called. I don't proclaim to be a Democrat or a Republican. I think they're both equally full of shit. However, be that as it may, I know that there are traits that we all have that do identify you as whatever you are. However, I'm leaving that up to other people. I guess this is, like I said, a self-realization by way of testimony. I'm just searching my soul and airing out some stuff and seeing where it lands me. In previous videos, I've mentioned how I'm not a political analyst. You know, I haven't gone to college to be a scholar. But, you know, I don't know much, but I know enough to know that certain stuff pisses me off. And when I get a notification about folks that live here, that have immigrated here, legally live here, love the United States and their job, and they work every day and, you know, go to school and this and that, and then say, oh, it's a Muslim ban, you know, because it just so happens to be that several of these nations are Muslim majority, even though there were other Muslim majority nations that arguably he probably should have banned. Yeah, I think there's some real deep waters here with this topic. But anyways, I wanted to throw that out there to the world. Air out a little bit of stuff, vent a little bit, you know, and see what you have to say. Leave something in the comments. Tell me how much of a scumbag I am. Go ahead. Tell me how I'm a white supremacist, evil bigot bastard. You know, set me right. Basically, give me some more fodder to talk shit about on my ride home from work, because I didn't take the day off, because I'm not so offended that the big orange meanie had the nerve to do all those things that those many previous presidents have done in the past. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. It almost seems like maybe Trump's just not brown enough to make these decrees. I can only assume, right? I mean, I don't know. Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, they were both white as ghosts, and they have both advocated for a border wall and moratorium. I think that's the word. You know, a ceasefire there with the immigration for a minute from these places that harbor terrorists, because that's really what it is, right? I mean, who doesn't like Mexican anything? I don't have, you know, Mexican everything is great. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't think anybody's really like, oh, they're stealing our jobs. Not really. I mean, the only jobs that they're taking are the shitty jobs that Americans don't do. I watched that SNL skit and I almost pissed my pants when Dave Chappelle was like, nobody's trying to pick their own strawberries. Fuck that. But that's true. I don't know. I think it's all about the radical Islamic shit. You know, if there's no border wall, doesn't it stand to reason that it's pretty easy to fucking infiltrate by way of, the fucking desert that has no wall, no fence, no nothing. I mean, again, deep waters, because there's a lot to be said about what is actually there. I mean, ICE, Border Patrol, local law enforcement communities all along the border. I mean, there is quite a substantial presence, and even though there are places without any kind of fortifications, there are places with them. So, again, deep waters, double-edged sword, all that. I don't know, man. I hear so many things, and I think that that's just essentially the big picture of why you're hearing all these things from the media. You're a clickbait victim. Keep reading, motherfucker. They're gonna divide the nation just one post at a time, and that's about that. So, all right, I'm gonna end it. I am just about to my exit, and I would like to end it on a good note. So, y'all have a good night. See ya.